Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name is Ellis and I'll be your host for today's quiz of 100 questions that is all about the evolution of technology. Good luck, let's get started with the quiz. Question 1. Who invented stainless steel? Harry Brearley, Frederick Ransom, or J.E.T. Woods and J. Clark? The answer is J.E.T. Woods and J. Clark. Question 2. What was the battery life of the first mobile phone? 30 minutes, 2 hours, or 4 days? The answer is 30 minutes. Question 3. When were the first rocket engines invented? Between the 10th and 13th centuries, in the 18th century, or in the 20th century? And the answer is between the 10th and 13th centuries. 4. Who designed the first American internal combustion engine? John Stevens, Francois Isaac de Rivaz, or Henry Ford? The answer is John Stevens. Question 5. When can the history of cameras be traced back to? 1600s, 1700s, or 1800s? And the answer is 1600s. Question 6. What was the big change in technology that started in 1831? Invention of the steam engine, invention of the computer, or invention of the electric telegraph? The answer is the invention of the electric telegraph. 7. What has the primary purpose of the internet evolved into? Portal to conduct transactions, entertainment material, or connecting people globally? The answer is connecting people globally. 8. What is the motto of the Fourth Industrial Revolution? Automation, globalization, or digitalization? The answer is digitalization. Question 9. What is the process called when exhaust gases are expelled from the engine? Induction, emission, or ignition? The answer is emission. On to question 10. When did electric refrigerant-style refrigerators start appearing in homes? Around 1915, around 1940, or around 1970? The answer is around 1915. We've got 90 questions to go. Here's question 11. What do modern refrigerators use to keep food chilled? Tetrafluorethane, Freon, or the element? Apologies on the pronunciation of that first one. Of course, the answer is tetrafluoroethane. 12. What was the first machine-like appliance used for making coffee? The percolator, the French press, or the moka pot? The answer is the percolator, which wasn't an 80s film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Question 13. When were vacuum system coffee machines introduced? In the 1920s, in the 1900s, or in the 1860s? Very widespread dates there. Do you know the answer? The answer is in the 1920s. Question 14. What was the cost of the 1905 electric toaster in today's dollars? $50, $150, or $250? The answer is $150. 15. In the 1920s, what type of connections were commonly used for appliances? DC connections, outdoor connections, or light socket connections? The answer is light socket connections. Question 16. What year was the first electric vacuum cleaner invented? 1901, 1921, or 1951? The answer is 1901. Question 17. Where were ancient bone tools first found? Zambia, Africa, or America? The answer is Africa. On to question 18. When were boats first invented? 900 to 40 KYA, 2000 BC, or 200 AD? The answer is 900 to 40 KYA. Question 19. Where was hafting first practiced? United States, Germany, or South Africa? The answer is South Africa. 20. When was the public bath in Mohenjo-Daro, Indus Valley, developed? 2600 BC, 200 AD, or the year 1020? The answer is 2600 BC. 21. Where was the fork developed in the Bronze Age Qija culture? China, Mesopotamia, or India? The answer is China. Question 22. What was discovered at the Pyramid of Sahur in Abyssinia? Dictionaries in book form, shovels, screws and screwdrivers, or copper drainage pipes? The answer is copper drainage pipes. Question 23. Who invented barbed wire? Was it Joseph F. Glidden, Lucian B. Smith, or Alfred Noble? The answer is Lucian B. Smith. Question 24. When was the water clock initially developed? 1417 to 1379 BC, 200 AD, or 1005 AD? The answer is 1417 to 1379 BC. 25. Where was the chariot first developed? Mesopotamia, Turkey, or China? The answer is Mesopotamia, and we are quarter of a way through this quiz. 26. Who is credited with inventing the telescope? Hans Lippershey, Johannes Gutenberg, or Jacob Metius? The answer is Hans Lippershey. 27. Where was the newspaper invented? England, Germany, or Italy? The answer is Germany. 28. Who is credited with inventing the newspaper? Blaise Pascal, Johannes Gutenberg, or Johann Carolus? The answer is Johann Carolus. 29. Who invented the slide rule? Cornelis Drebbel, Galileo Galilei, or William Oughtred? The answer is William Oughtred. 30. Who is credited with inventing the pendulum clock? Isaac Newton, Galileo Galilei, or Christian Huygens? The answer is Christian Huygens. Apologies on any mispronunciation there. Question 31. Which car defined British sports cars of an era and is considered among the best looking cars of all time? Jaguar E-Type, Ford Mustang, or Mercedes 300 SL? The answer is Jaguar E-Type. Question 32. Who invented the first commercial electrical generator? Zenobe Gramme, Albert Einstein, or Thomas Edison? The answer is Zenobe Gramme. Question 33. When was the first mobile phone invented? 1955, 1973, or 2001? The first mobile phone was invented in 1973. Question 34. What is the metal plate process called that was invented by Louis Daguerre? Roll film, daguerreotype, or 35mm film? The answer is daguerreotype. 35. What was the name of the first commercially available mobile phone? Motorola Dyna TAC 8000X, Nokia 3210, or IBM Simon? The answer is the Motorola Dynatac 8000X. Catchy name. 36. Which company becomes a dominant player in the mobile phone market in the 1990s? Motorola, Nokia, or IBM? The answer is Nokia. Question 37. Who patented the first gas turbine in 1791? Robert Street, John Barber, and Thomas Mead. Which of those is the correct answer? The correct answer is John Barber. Question 38. Who patented the first commercially successful gas engine in 1864? Carl Benz, Nikolaus Otto, or Henry Ford? The answer is Nikolaus Otto. Question 39. Who is credited with inventing the first pinhole camera box? Johann Zahn, Joseph Nikifor Niepce, or Ibn al-Haytham? Again, my apologies if I've mispronounced any of those names. The correct answer is Ibn al-Haytham. Question 40. What was the first photographic camera developed for commercial manufacturing? The Kodak, the Gerok, or the Brownie? That's probably the Giroux on the second one. The correct answer is the Giroux, or the Girouk, as I said the first time. 41. When was the first cell phone with a camera developed? 1981, 1999, or 2004? The first cell phone with a camera was developed in 1999, the year I was born. 42. When did the term technology first appear in English? 17th century, 18th century, or 19th century? The answer is 17th century. Question 43. What is the determining characteristic of human-like species in terms of creating new tools and products? Capacity for constructing artifacts, evolution of documented history, or ability to think systematically? The answer is capacity for constructing artifacts. 44. During which period did humans construct the earliest means of human tools? Iron Age, Paleolithic period, or Neolithic period? The answer is the Paleolithic period. 45. What was one of the prominent technological breakthroughs during the Lower Paleolithic period? Discovery of fire, invention of the spear, or invention of the wheel? So we're talking about 3.3 million years ago here, and the answer is discovery of fire. Question 46. Which civilization is believed to have pioneered the discovery of wheels? The Roman Empire, Mesopotamia, or the Greeks? The answer is Mesopotamia. 47. What was one of the notable Roman inventions during the Roman Empire? Concrete, fuel for fire, or mechanics? The answer is concrete. Question 48. Which period marked the first industrial revolution? 20th century, 19th century, or 18th century? It began in the 18th century. 49. When was the first automobile invented? 1849, 1880, or 1903? The answer is 1880. Question 50. What is virtual reality used for? Medical diagnosis and treatment, financial analysis and forecasting, or training, entertainment, and education? The answer is training, entertainment, and education. It's almost more fun to watch people use them than use them yourself. We're halfway through, here's 51. What is the process called when fuel is burnt in the combustion chamber? Emission, ignition, or compression? The answer is ignition. Question 52. What is the most common example of a mechanical heat engine? Internal combustion engine, electric motor, or jet engine? The answer is internal combustion engine, ICE. 53. When did Thomas Edison invent the reliable, long-lasting electric light bulb? 1820, 1879, or 1902? And the answer is 1879. Question 54. Which of the following was introduced in 1915? Electric clothes dryer, television, or electric dishwasher? The answer is an electric clothes dryer. 55. Where was the harbour structure developed by the reign of the pharaoh Khufu? Mohenjo-Daro in Indus Valley, Lagash, Sumer, or Wadi al-Jarf in Egypt? The answer is Wadi al-Jarf in Egypt. Question 55 we're on, and we're going to be moving on to question 56. Hope you're keeping up so far. Next question. What was developed in the 4th dynasty of Egypt? Underwater systems, copper pipes, or balance scales? The answer here is balance scales. 57. Where was the printing press invented? Venice, Italy, Mainz, Germany, or Strasbourg, France? The answer is Mainz, Germany. Question 58. When was gunpowder discovered? 9th, 15th, or 17th century? When was gunpowder discovered? The answer is 9th century. Question 59. Where was the telescope invented? China, Netherlands, or Italy? The answer is Netherlands. Question 60. Who invented the mechanical calculator known as the Pascaline? Blaise Pascal, Galileo Galilei, or Max Planck? The answer is Blaise Pascal. 61. Who constructed the first functional reflecting telescope? Christian Huygens, Galileo Galilei, or Isaac Newton? Galileo Galilei is desperate to be an answer to one of these questions. And he's not. The answer is Isaac Newton. Moving on to question 62. Who developed the first steam-powered water pump for draining mines? Roman engineers, Denis Papin, or Thomas Savery? The answer is Thomas Savery. 63. Who invented dynamite? Alfred Nobel, Lucian B. Smith, or Joseph F. Glidden? The answer is Alfred Nobel. 64. What was the first smartphone? BlackBerry 1110. That's 1100. iPhone 1 or IBM Simon. I'll repeat the answers. BlackBerry 1100, iPhone 1 or IBM Simon. The answer is IBM Simon. 65. Who developed the first compressed charge compression ignition engine in 1892? Rudolf Diesel, Felix Wankel, or Gottlieb Daimler? The answer is Rudolf Diesel. 66. Which period saw the invention of agriculture and animal farming? Neolithic period, Iron Age, or Copper and Bronze Age? The answer is the Neolithic period. Question 67. When was the printing press invented? 15th, 17th, or 19th century? So we've had questions about where it was invented and by whom, but when was the printing press invented? The answer is 15th century. Question 68. Who is credited with discovering gunpowder? Chinese alchemists, Indian pharmacists, or Roman engineers? The answer is Chinese alchemists. 69. Who invented the metal detector? Gustave Trouvé, Zenobe Gramme, or Fyodor Pirotsky? All of the options there, fantastic names, but the correct answer is Gustave Trouvé. Well done if you got that one. Here's question 70. How many people are estimated to use mobile phones worldwide? 1 billion, 5 billion, or 10 billion? The answer is 5 billion. Question 71. What has changed in today's kitchens compared to 20 years ago? The number of appliances, the size of appliances, or the appliances themselves? The answer is the number of appliances. 72. Who is credited with inventing the pressure cooker? Isaac Newton, Denis Papin, or Christian Huygens? The answer is Denis Papin. 73. Who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell, Albert Einstein, or Thomas Edison? The answer is Alexander Graham Bell. 74. What was the weight of the first mobile phone? 1.2 pounds, 1.9 pounds, or 2.5 pounds? And that first option isn't some random measurement called puns, it is pounds. The answer is 2.5 pounds. That was the weight of the first mobile phone. 75. What is the term used to describe the historical period starting in 18th century Great Britain where the pace of change appeared to speed up? Industrial Revolution, Commercial Revolution, or Technological Advancement? The answer is Industrial Revolution, and we are 3/4 of the way through this quiz. Question 76. Which invention played a key role in increasing agricultural productivity in 18th century Britain? Seed drill, steam engine, or spinning jenny? The answer is seed drill. Question 77. What was the principal energy source in 18th century Britain? Steam, coal, or oil? The answer is coal. Question 78. What was the decisive technology of the Industrial Revolution? Windmill, water-powered mill, or coal-fired steam engine? The answer is coal-fired steam engine. Question 79. Which country became the world's leader in industrial chemistry in the second half of the 19th century? Britain, Germany, or United States? The answer to question 79 is Germany. Question 80. Which invention achieved the first sense of live two-way communication? Telegram, pager, or telephone? The answer is telephone. Question 81. Who invented the double-edged safety razor? Jesse Reno, Charles Schick, or King Camp Gillette? The answer is King Camp Gillette. Question 82. What device spurred an increase in cotton cultivation and export from US slave states? Cotton gin, power loom, or spinning jenny? They need to stop spinning jenny, I know that much. And the answer is cotton gin, so they've spun jenny for no reason. Here's question 83. Who invented the modern vacuum cleaner? Willis Carrier, James Mackenzie, or Hubert Booth? The answer is Hubert Booth. Question 84. What year was the air conditioner invented? 1802, 1888, or 1902? The answer is 1902. 85. Who invented the lie detector or polygraph machine? Willis Carrier, James Mackenzie, or Hubert Booth? We've got 15 questions left after this one. Hope you've kept up. The answer to 85 is James Mackenzie. And here's question 86. Who invented neon light? Harold Smith, George Claude, or Edward Binney? The answer is George Claude. 87. Who invented the first gas-motored and manned airplane? John A. Fleming, the Wright brothers, or Benjamin Holt? The answer is the Wright brothers. Question 88. What mode of transportation emerged in the early 19th century and played a significant role in the Industrial Revolution? The automobile, canals, or steamboat? The answer is steamboat. Question 89. Which of these was invented first? Ballpoint pen, radar, or slinky? The answer is radar. Question 90. Who invented the tractor? Benjamin Holt, John Deere, or Mary Anderson? The answer is Benjamin Holt. Question 91. What is the ancient instrument that the computer evolved from? Abacus, calculator, or typewriter? The answer is typewriter. Question 92. How many generations of computers have we seen so far? 3, 5, or 7? The answer is 5. Question 93. Which of these was invented first? Teddy bear, bra, or fortune cookie? The answer is teddy bear. 94. When was the first personal computer introduced? 1951, 1971, or 1991? The answer is 1971. Question 95. What is the major revolution in computing that happened in the 1990s? The development of artificial intelligence, the invention of smartphones, or the use of the internet? The answer is the use of the internet. Question 96. Who patented air-filled pneumatic tyres? Lester Pelton, Edward Very, or John Boyd Dunlop? Lester Pelton, Edward Very, or John Boyd Dunlop? Why I said Edvard Very, we'll never know. The answer, though, is John Boyd Dunlop. Well done if you got that one. Here's question 97. Which Japanese company invented the vacuum fluorescent display, VFD? Alfred Y. Cho, Noritake, or Sony? The answer is Noritake. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Here's question 98. When did the world's first solar power station open? 1969, 1981, or 2001? The answer is 1969. Question 99. What did Douglas Engelbart develop? Laser, disc reader, or computer mouse? The answer is computer mouse. And question 100. Who invented the World Wide Web? Alexander Graham Bell, Johannes Gutenberg, or Tim Berners-Lee? The answer is Tim Berners-Lee. And here's a bonus question to finish off. In which year did astronauts walk on the moon? Let us know the answer in the comments and let us know how many points you scored out of 100. It's been a pleasure hosting this quiz for you today. Thanks a lot for playing. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you hit that bell icon, you'll be notified about all of our quizzes that are coming soon. In the meantime, we've got loads of quizzes already uploaded that you can play right now. Thanks again for playing. We'll see you next time. My name's Ellis and I've been your host today, and we've been Quiz Class.